Hi there, it's Michelle from CNC Designs. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from New Zealand, and I'm here to bring you another Global Monthly Video Hop. So once a month, myself and some demonstrators from around the world do videos to share with you based on a theme. And this month's theme is Case the Catty. So that means we're going to make projects, copying designs, or ideas from the catalog. Case means copy and selectively edit, or it could also mean copy and share everything. So with Stampin' Up, we like to share and inspire people creatively. So we're quite happy to make projects and let other people copy them and change them up and use them for their own enjoyment. So before I forget, listed below in the description, there will be links to the other demonstrators around the world that are participating in this project this month. So once you're done, watch my video. Please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you'd like to see more of the videos. And I'd love to read comments if you'd like to place any comments. But also click on the links listed below and you'll see other items that have been cased from the catalog. And casing is a good way if you can't think of your own idea or you're a bit stuck. Just look at something in the catalog because there's lots of fabulous ideas from Stampin' Up! To use their products. I will also list below the product codes of what I show you in this video. So if you wish to purchase any of them, it makes it easy to shop online. Contact your demonstrator to order, or if you don't have a demonstrator and you live in New Zealand, I'd be happy to be yours, and you can go to michellekritchley.stampinup.net to see my online store and my contact details and order from me there. Now, we have a brand new catalog that's coming out. So we have an annual catalog. Stampin' Up! Has an annual catalog that usually comes out from June of one year until May the following year. And then we have a couple mini catalogs that come out, usually at the beginning of the year and the end of the year, to add some more inspiration and put things in themed for certain holidays. So starting on September 4th, we've got this mini catalog. It goes until the end of December. And some people call it the holiday catalog, the Christmas catalog, etc., because it features all the holidays that are coming up at the end of the year. Now, the thing is that Stampin' Up! Is based in the United States, so some of the projects in here are actually themed for the wrong seasons for us here in New Zealand. So they're themed for like autumn and a cold Christmas. But right now in New Zealand, I think today when I'm recording is actually technically the first day of spring. So for us, it's slightly different, but here in New Zealand, we love to do the, traditional Christmas things and snowmen and etc. So that's okay. But what I'm going to case in this catalog, I was able to get some items early because that's one of the benefits of being a demonstrator. You get to pre-order items before the catalog is out to the public, which makes it great for making things for yourself or preparing projects for classes or videos like this one here. So in the mini catalog, I have pre-purchased some of the items. So I already purchased the tags for the season set, and I got the Joyful Sayings set. And so these are perforated items, like here we have tags, here we have sayings that you can just pop out and use straight away. And I also got the a little bit festive set. Now this is a bit different than their normal designer series paper. This is a specialty paper because they've only got 3 sheets of double-sided 12 by 12 inch designer series paper in that pack, and then they have 3 sheets of already die cut things for you to use. So some of them are great for card fronts and some of them are good for decorating. So I'm going to case from this catalog. Hopefully it won't take too long because I haven't done it made these yet, mainly because in each pack there's usually only 1 or 2 of the items. But I'm going to case some of the tags on this page. This is page 17 of the brand new mini catalog. And I am going to then case the cards on that page. Now, with this, the projects I'm actually going to copy, I am going to try to copy them completely. I might change 1 or 2 things up, but there's no stamping involved because I got the set. Oh, let's get you a close up. The Joyful Saying set that has words and things on it. So this one is great for anybody that wants to do quick and easy Christmas cards and tags without having to get the inks out and clean up afterwards with your stamps and things. So let me first show you what you get in the pack. So with the tag pack, so beside those 2 packs and the other paper one, a couple other things you need to have are either tear and tape, the Tombow multi-purpose liquid glue, or but you also definitely need some dimensionals to add some height to things, and threads to make your tags. So I'm going to use the baker's twine because it has multiple colors of thread in there, which is great for tags. And I've also got the red and white baker's twine that is coming out in this catalog as well. So the tag sets, I've already ripped some of mine apart, but I'll show you what you can get in there. So this is tags for the season. Okay, and in here you get 2 sheets of each. I've already popped some out of the sheets. This is the one that I haven't popped out. So as you can see, lots of different shaped and sized tags. They've already got the little holes ready to pop out, so easy to put together. So you get 2 sheets like that. Then this one's bigger tags, and there's 2 sheets there. And they're just plain on the back. So you can write on the back. You can put your to and your from on the back. And this one has some gold foiling around it. So there's 2 tags with gold foiling and then a plain white one. And this one's a mixture of some have gold foiling and some are plain. Now all those you would get 2 sheets of each one in that pack. And I'm going to be using some of those. And the other one I'm going to use is the Joyful Sayings Ephemera pack, and this one again you get 2 sheets in each. So this one, as you can see, there's a lot of gold foiling on there, so you got your big words and your smaller words in all different fonts and shapes and sizes. This one's quite nice. It's got lots of gold words, so we've got joy, holidays, merry, season's greetings, happy, and of course Christmas. And so you get 2 sheets of this, so you can mix and match. And then this one here, let's turn it around so you can read some of those. So you've got, this one has the nice words of Noel and kind of a very vanilla. And then you have all the different sayings there. And then this one has different sayings. Some of them have a gold foiling on them, and lots of different sayings that you can mix and match for your cards. I like the little Dear Santa. So again, in that one you would get 2 sheets of each of those. So there's enough to do quite a few projects. And then I want to show you, it'll be a bit difficult because of the space that the camera takes up, but I want to try to show you the little bit Festive specialty designer series paper. So it's 12 by 12 inches, which I can't get completely in the camera. So you get 1 sheet like this, and I'm going to be using some of those. Oh, that's a fell out. That is a poinsettia. It's probably on the other page. Because as you can see, as you pick them up, they're that well die cut. They just fall apart. Yep, there's that gold piece there, which is a good, nice background piece or an accent piece. And then there's a sheet like this, already die cut pieces. And that one in the corner I think must be behind. Oh, there we go. That corner one is a pine cone. So lovely, beautiful ones, and as I said, they're already die cut, so they just fall apart when you pull it open. And then you get one sheet like this. Now this one is really good for instant, oh, there's my poinsettia. This is good for instant card fronts because it's the right size for the front of a card. So this section pokes out. It's also great for scrapbooking because you could put it on a page and have a photo behind there. And then even a big section in the middle that you could use, you know, again for scrapbooking, or cut it up to use it on a card. And then these other lovely images there. And you see there's some gold foiling on that. And then you get 3 pieces of 12 by 12 double-sided cardstock. So we got Christmas trees on that side. And we have just red decorative dots on the other side. This one I've already pre-cut because I'm going to show you case one of the cards. So we got the stripes, which kind of reminds me of candy canes. And some baubles decorations on tree branches. And then this last one, we've got some interesting woven, kind of looks woven to me, but I'm trying to think of the flooring. I can't think of the word, and I bet you're watching the video and saying, oh, that's such and such. The shape style of flooring that you can do. On the other side, we have some nice checkers. And so that's a little bit festive 12 by 12 designer series paper specialty. And when you get your paper, and if you're looking on the website and you click for more information, it tells you what colors are involved in it. So you can mix and match color cardstock or other images to the colors that are mentioned. So that's not in every piece of cardstock, it's just in some of them. Like that last piece would have had Night of Navy and Misty Moonlight, the blue one I showed you. Okay, so those are the things I'm going to use, and let's get started and start making some tags and a few cards. Now, if you have things like this that pop out, one handy tip is to use, if you get the little plastic resealable bags, you can pop all the pieces out and put them in there. Or if you are purchasing any dies, you get these plastic holders. Now, quite often when I have dies, I actually put the dies matching with the stamp set. And I don't need the plastic holder because I put the dies in the actual case with the stamps. So then these little holders here can be perfect for storing all your popped out little bits. Okay, so first we're going to do some tags. And the other great thing with this catalog, and they had a bit in the annual catalog as well, is sketches. So these are just showing you ideas where you can put different layers together to come up with a card or a tag. And so, see how these are, some of them are circled in a different color because that's the ideas that they use for some of these tags. So I will pop this here, and I was going to do all the tags, but then I realized that some of them needed images from the Joyful Images Ephemera pack, which I didn't purchase, but I am going to get that so I can do that in the near future. So some of the tags. So let's see. We'll start with the quick and easy tag down here. So see that one in the background there? Wishing you a Christmas full of peace and wonder. So all I did was pop the tag out of the tag set and pop the words out of the ones with the words. And I'm just going to pop this up with some dimensionals. So super quick and easy for this guy. Just pop, don't need a lot of dimensionals. Maybe 3. And so some of these packs are great to get because you can just make things really quick and easy. Another one to look at on the following pages are the Memories and More packs, because they have cards fronts that you can just throw on some card base. So simply just pop that there, get our twine out, and it's just up to you how long of a loop that you want for your tag. Bit of a snip. And then I just take the bottom of the string and I just loop it round, put it through. So there, that's how I tie my knot. Nice simple knot. And then I could have tied it around there, but then it kind of wobbles a bit. So it's actually better if you put the loop through, and then you can make it so it doesn't wobble quite as much. That gives it a firmer fit so the string's not hanging everywhere. So there you go. Quick and easy. Voila. Case that exactly. And I don't know if you saw, there's a little bit of gold. So I could add some bling or something else to that if I want. Back's plenty of room to write your message for your tag. So there's one down. Now the other one I was going to do, got the Happy Christmas. Now with this one, I need the presents from the from that sheet there. See those presents? So I'm going to pop those out. So there's the presents there, and there's our tree. And again, I'm just going to put some dimensionals on the back of this. Just probably 2 is sufficient. Some people love to go overboard with their dimensionals, but it depends on what you're doing with it. Like if you're posting it or something and you don't want it to get squished in the mail, that's understandable. But a tag that's just going to hang. And then you just pop your presents on your tag. And then this, gonna hang off the side. I could put dimensionals on there, which I think I might use the mini ones. Now I've used up all my minis. They're gone, but you can use the edge. Don't waste your dimensionals. Use your edge bits. In fact, I can make this a long, skinny one. Cut a big section out of the edge there. And pop that on. Now part of it's going to hang over, so I don't really need the dimensional all the way over there. So I'm just going to put it at an angle here and pop that one up. Just about there so you can kind of see everything. And again, we need our twine. Some people like to measure it out exact. So see, I'll show you quickly. They've done their twine differently. So the first one tied the knot and looped it like I did. This one, they've tied it and left the ends loose. Probably so they can tie it onto a present, maybe? So we'll do that as well. Because I can always take it off and change it if I want. So we'll cut a bit of twine. This time I'm not going to tie the knot at the end. I'm just going to put the loop through. There you go. And that way, if I want to tie it onto a ribbon or a package, I can then take this and tie it around. So there you go. Quick and easy. Ta-da! Case the Catalog. Second tag. Okay, another tag. I'm trying to see where I was doing this one. Okay, so this one I'm going to change up slightly. So I'm going to do that tag there, the North Pole one. So we got two pieces, one from the words and one from the tags. And that one doesn't actually have any cord coming out the end, so I think this is one that you would stick like on top of the package, glue it down or something. And let me pop that up there so you can see the one I'm talking about. So it looks like they have popped up the North Pole with a couple dimensionals. And I'm going to just use partial ones at the edge. Sometimes I cut my dimensionals in half so I get more use out of them. When you come to the edge, I cut a lot of them like that. And sometimes I'll cut straight up so I can have some half ones waiting for me. Okay. And I'm just going to pop a couple on the back of this. One there, and then we'll do another partial one there. But before I stick that down, so it has a ribbon, what looks like a ribbon. What that actually is from that project is, if you have a look on that pack, see there's some pop-out ribbons there, and there's another one up there. But that's the pack I didn't buy, so what I'm doing is I've just got some ribbon. Now these are some older retired ribbons from Stampin' Up. And I've just got the red and the green. So I'm going to use a glue dot. So I'm just going to use a glue dot. And I'm going to pop the glue dot right onto the knot of my bow, and then I'm just going to stick that roughly where it looks like it goes. So I'm not going to put it right over the hole in case I do want to turn this into, in case I want to put a cord on this, thread on this. Okay, so I've just popped it there, and then I'm going to take my other one. Now, I didn't have a plain green, so this has got a bit of shimmer, which is okay because the words on it are in gold. And again, pop the glue dot onto the knot, pull it off, and I'm just going to kind of overlap those so it gives you the same effect. Now that I have them on, see the other bows, they actually go down. The ribbons go down. But now that I have it on, I'm just going to snip the ends of the ribbon at a nice little angle. And that one, because they're a bit too long. And then I will pop the words on. So once again, quick and easy, no stamping involved. So the picture there actually shows that it's kind of at an angle, and it kind of covers up the bottom of the ribbons, which is probably because it's supposed to be cardstock one. So there you go. Now that's good just to stick on to a package because you don't really have enough room to write on the back. That could go on a card front. You could just add that to a simple little card. So there's another one done. And that one I copied and selectively edited because I didn't have that ribbon. Next one I'm going to do is this one, Joy. Very quick and easy again. You have the tag, you have the words. This one will just need one dimensional in the middle. And voila. Bit of thread. This one they did a shorter thread, but I like the longer ones in case. You can always make them shorter, you can't make them longer. So here, this is the one where they actually tied it through. So again, showing you different ways to tie it. So pop it through, and then they tied it. So that one, quick and easy. So that's that one that says Joy. Another tag done. Now let's move on. I've got 2 more tags and then I'm going to do some cards for you. So the next one is here in the center. It says Peace on Earth. See that Peace on Earth in the center there? So that one, tag set, the words, which are quite large, and it's got a star. Now the star, I'm not sure if it came out of the little pack there, but there is a star in the Designer Series Paper Specialty Pack. There's actually several different types of stars. So there's lots of different stars in this pack, but there's this big one here that I'm going to use because it kind of looks like the one they meant to have. So there's lots of different shapes and sizes of stars in that pack, which is quite good. So I'm going to stick the star on first, and I'm just going to use a little bit of glue to glue it down to that top of that where it says Peace on Earth. So just tiny bit. If you have trouble with your glue, you could use tape, but if you just gently push, mine's acting up. There we go. And if you get too much, I just use the tip and I help to spread it around. Because if you put it down where there's too much, it squishes out the sides and then everything gets sticky. So I'm just going to pop that guy right about there. Looks good. And then a couple half dimensionals on the back. I tend to do that with the round ones. Figure out which way it's going to go up so I don't put them too close to the edge. And I just like to go, just do this top and bottom's fine. If you have trouble getting your backings off, if you press in the middle, the paper will pop up on the opposite side. The other thing is you could use like the tips of your scissors or something to poke and pull them off, but I don't have trouble that much. And then we're just going to pop this down so I can still get my thread in. Hopefully that's the right way up. And this one they just did, oh, I did a short one this time. This one they just did the stick it through, loop it through, and not tied, but I can always tie it later if I decide I want it. Because this could, you know, be an ornament, so you could tie the end and have it hang from the tree. Could be a lovely little ornament, not necessarily a tag. So there you go, another one done. No stamping involved, no dirty hands from ink. Although I love getting inky fingers. Okay, and the last one on this page that I have, that I was going to do. Oh, I think this, I can do this one. The one with the teddy bear and the stocking. So, got the big tag, Christmas wishes. This one's actually using a different color of our twine. So I will get out the brown. Oh, I haven't used this one yet. There we go. There's the end of it. And we'll just give us a nice length. And this one I will put that on first, just to give me a nice length. If you find your ends are fraying, see how that's frayed? You can always tie a knot on them and that'll keep them from fraying. So I'll just pop that there. Quite a long one. There's our words, and let's find ourselves a bear in a stocking, hopefully. Oh, I found the bear. There's my bear. And do we have a single stocking? Oh, we do have a single stocking. Okay, so the bear in the stocking is from the specialty paper. Nice and big. So this is a nice big tag. Now, because there's 3 different things, if I layer them all up, it would just get really tall. So I'm going to glue down the stocking and then layer from there. So just pop some glue on the stocking. And you could, you know, use the sketches to come up with any ideas you want. So, like this one here, see that? That's pretty much what we're doing. 1, 2 layers and the words here. So 1, 2, and the words. Now I'm going to put the bear on, so a couple dimensionals for him. Just put one on his head and one on his body. And just pop him down about, looks like he's sitting about there, hanging over slightly. Now the words, if I put dimensionals on the words, it would be lopsided because this bear is already dimensionalized. So if you have something like that, put dimensionals just on the part that's not setting on the bear and then glue the rest. So I definitely have the words there. And then the part, the wishes down the bottom is going to not be on the bear, so I'm going to just put a couple there. And then the part on the bear is part of the words. So I'm going to rip these backs off so I don't get glue all over my fingers in doing that. And then I'm going to just put a little glue, spread it around on the top part of the words. And so when I put it down, there we go. So the words are going to glue on top of the bear, and then the rest of it's just pressed down. There you go. This one I think maybe we could even just put some bling up there, add to it. So there is another tag. So I'll quickly show you the tags that I cased, and then I'll show you how to do the cards. So there's the bear, there's the joy from over there, there's the peace on earth that's over there, there's the North Pole is down here, the Happy Christmas is down there, and wishing you a Christmas full of peace and wonder is there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tags with no stamping involved. So those are the casing of the tags. And now with the same products that I purchased, so I will now show you how to case some of the cards using some of those products. So this is page 18 of the catalog, and I'm going to show you the cards here. Now, I actually did this video earlier today, and it was very long and the end cut off, and I had trouble trying to upload it. So I'm not going to show you step by step how to make the cards because I already did it in the first video, which I can't get uploaded. So I'm going to show you the cards finished and explain how I got to that finished part, which is quite easy to do. It'll make a quicker video, and most of it is just glue and dimensionals. So using this, the pop-out parts from there, and a little bit of the designer series paper from the a little bit Festive specialty paper, as well as a few bits from the other packs that I showed you before, the Joyful Sayings and the Sayings. I always have trouble saying it. Ephemera pack. I just say they're die cuts. That's easier. Anyway, I will show you these cards. So we'll start with the big one at the top, the one that says Joy. So I recreated that. This is a real red cardstock, a regular, it's half of an A4 sheet of cardstock, which gives you A5. You score it in the middle at 10.5 centimeters to create a A6 size card. Then I use the white cardstock for the background, and I just cut that 0.5 centimeter smaller on two sides. And then I didn't have the ribbon that they showed there. I had an older ribbon. It's a real red ribbon. Just put it around there. The best way to do that is tie your knot and then cut the ribbon and just have a little bit tucked behind with some tape so you don't waste doing it the whole way around and then tying it. But whatever works for you. That is one of the lovely images, if you see down here, one of the images from the designer series paper pack, and then that's the Shimmery Words Joy. I just popped up that image with some dimensionals and used some liquid glue on the back of the Joy word to stick it down. So that's the first card done. Then the other one, next one here, the Merry Christmas. So that one, I did it opening slightly different. Same size card in the end. They do look different sizes, but they are exactly the same C6. To get this card, you cut the long way on your A4 cardstock and then score it in the center. So I did a piece of Pool Party, the same size as the front of the cardstock. And we've got the trees here that come as one set of trees. So if you have a look there, see if I can show it to you better. Because you only get one of each of these, I can't show you it in situ because I've already put it on the card. So you have one there that has like 2 trees and a little bit of snow, and then you have several other trees in the pack. So what I did is I glued down the trees with the snow. You can see that there. And then I took a little bit of white left over from the die cut section, or you could just cut a piece of white cardstock. So I just cut a little section and glued it onto the bottom of the card just to continue with the white because it had the pool party went the whole way down. And then put one more tree in the background. Popped up the sleigh on some dimensionals, and again took some words from that other pack and popped them up on dimensionals. And there we've got the second card there. Then for the third card with the stockings, again we start out with a basic white cardstock. And so there's 2 ways you could do this. First of all, you want to trim a strip off of the 12 by 12 trees. And I did one that's 1.5 inches long, the whole length, and then cut it in half, which is actually 6 inches wide, which is slightly wider than the card width. And then I just trimmed the extra off there. And then I popped a piece of white cardstock, so you can see the cardstock is on top. So I have a piece of white cardstock, the same width of my card, and this is only 10 centimeters high. And so I popped that up, just covering some of the designer series paper. Those pieces were popped out. That was from the other pack, and this is from this designer series paper. Pop it up on some dimensionals, and that's that. The other way you could do it is not use this white cardstock in the center and just put a strip up the top and a strip down the bottom, because it is on white card, and then just do the same thing. But looking at that picture, it looked to me like the cardstock was on top of the designer series paper. So that is the Christmas stockings. Then we've got, this is my favorite actually. It's so cute. So this is a different size card. It's a 12 by 12 card. Now I chose to make it in the basic white. On here, because you can't see beyond the cardstock, I'm not sure what the background cardstock is. Could be red, or it could be the white cardstock. It's up to you. Now I made this a square card. So with the cardstock, as I mentioned before, it's A4. So to make this the right size, you see it's slightly smaller. And to make the most use out of your cardstock, I will see if I've got the original piece I cut to show you how to do it. Okay, so this is an A4 piece of cardstock. It's 210 millimeters or 21 centimeters on the short way, and it's 297 millimeters or 29.7 centimeters the long way. So normally, to make a card, you simply score down the long way at 10.5 centimeters, and then if you cut it in the middle, you end up with two cards like this. If you want it the long card like this one, you would cut the cardstock the long way and then score in the center there, which comes out to 14.85 centimeters. But for this square card, this is what's left over. So what I did is, because this is 21 centimeters there, and I want it to make it a square, so half of 21 centimeters is 10.5 centimeters, so score it down the center, and I only want this to be 10.5 centimeters to make it square. So I simply cut 10.5 centimeters down this way, and then scored it in half to give me my square card. So there you go. So you can definitely get two square cards out of one A4, and you could get almost three. You just have one that'd be a little bit shorter, or you can use the leftover for other parts for die cuts. So that's how I got the base of the card. The center of the card, I then cut some white, so that leftover white you could cut to fit a square in the center, and I believe that square I did at 8.5 centimeter square. And the designer series paper, I wanted it to cover the whole front, so it's 10.5 by 10.5. So it's a 10.5 centimeter square for the designer series paper. And then these pieces all popped out of here. So this card is made completely from that designer series paper. I just glued down the bits on the back, and then the ones in the front I popped up on some dimensionals, as well as a sentiment from the other set. I got that and then just glued the part that overlaps the dimensionalized. So that, I like that because I like the shape and I like the cuteness of it. Then the last one I cased, which I did show you how to make in the original video, but that's okay. You can just see the end result here. So for this one, it's the garden green cardstock, again cut the same way as the others, bit of white in the inside if you want to write there. So the words, that was a little section of words from the other pack, and so I measured the height of the words and then did a real red piece of cardstock. So that was 2.2 centimeters, I think, that direction. And then I did about 4 centimeters this way, and then you just do what we call flagging. So you just do cut a little bit out the end, or if you have a punch, which is what I did, do the punch. Wrap some ribbon around it. This is the real red and white ribbon. It's not ribbon, it's twine. Wrap it around there, and then I just slipped some of it underneath the wrapped part and tied the bow in the front instead of trying to wrap and tie a bow all in one go. So I've got the pieces wrapped and then the bow tied on top of them. And then these are actually two pieces. So one piece is the bow on its own, and then the other is the wreath. And those are just glued together and then put dimensionals on the back to raise it up. So that's that card. So there's 5 cards cased from the catalog. And so we got 5 Christmas cards cased from the catalog right here. And along with my 6 tags. And I still have lots left over. I've got all these bits and pieces left over. And I was talking about putting things into the plastic, so I popped those out and I put them in the plastic. So I have lots left over, lots of tags. Still have twice as many tags left over, as well as all the words. I've popped them in there, and then the little section that says what it is. So all of that's still left over, so I could do lots more. Let's bring in those tags that I'd showed you, as well as the little tiny ones. And this one here that I said didn't know whether it could be a tag or stuck on a card. So you could even, pop that on something. I was thinking it could, look quite good on something like this. Instead of having 'Tis the Season, you could have something like that stuck on the top if you want. So there you go. That's casing the catalog. So 6 card tags I showed you step by step how to make, and the cards were fairly similar to the rest, just using glue, dimensionals, maybe some tape, and popping them up. So the catalog's a great reference to get ideas from, and it's not, the pictures aren't just there to show you, get you excited about buying the products. They're actually there to show you what to do with the products, so you can end up making things directly from the catalog if you can't think of your own ideas. And there's so many ideas in here. I'm going to make some of these when I get off the video. And other ideas to get your mind going is the sketches, to see how to do them. So this one shows tags and card sketches that would correspond to these pages as well. So thanks so much for watching. Please give me a thumbs up. Click if you would like to subscribe to see more videos. And make sure you look in the description below for the links to all the other demonstrators that have chosen to case the catalog along with me this month. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next month for another Global Monthly Video Hop. Bye-bye.